Hi, I'm Darwin. This is the first time I'm recording in English. Hope this is useful and understandable for you. The topic I want to share today is about management versus governance, the basic understanding and the difference between management and governance. At a glance, they are like, but in fact, they are different at all. Most people learn about management, but sometimes it's complicated to practice. Then they just forget about it. So the question is how to make a good practice in management. The answer is PODC. What is this? P is plan. We know that everything in this world, even small things, commonly has a goal. And it is must have a goal. What is the example of the goal? Okay, let's take the example that tomorrow is a Sunday. I want to enjoy my quality time. I'm going to have a lunch in mall, then window shopping. This is called as goal. Two goals in this example. They are lunch and window shopping. Same with the big things or big project. We must have at least one goal. After knowing the goal, next step is about planning. Plan about what to do for next, what steps should be prepared, what the plan B is, who must be in charge to achieve the goal, and so on. It is better if you can write down all about the plans. No need to write down like writing a proposal. There is no need to write informal format. Second is organize. This second function is related to how question. You must arrange the structure of the planning, define the resources exist, and relate to the environment around, even to the room or place that is needed to use for making this plan happens. The most important thing in this step is about human resource, based of my experience indeed. So you must to know the strength of each resources and the weakness too. Do not ever to insist them to do something that they cannot do. You must create either a nice environment or a good communication so they can be honest to tell about what they want, what the strengths they have. You can also have to be positive argue, of course, arguing about motivation or maybe convinced to try new things. You yourself also have to keep learning so the collaboration can be more perfect. Organized step needs time, but as long as you often do this, and after this becomes your experience, this will be nice and your instinct will be strong. I'm sure about this. Third is direct or delegation. This is the time to make a direction. You delegate your plans to its resources. Remember again, do this based on your organized step before. Your second step, organize. Everyone is a leader. There is not a must that this step can only do in an office. You can do this also in your family without you knowing about it. For example, you order your daughter to wash the dishes. This is also direct or delegation. Simple example, right? Delegation must be clear. The person you delegated must understand what you direct and what you say. Give a precise measurement of what they do so the delegation can be measured before finishing. The last step of management is control. Control of what? You already organized, you already delegated. Without control it, all your plan will be disappear. Make a schedule to follow up. Some people says nothing even has any problem till you follow up. They do not know what the problem. So you need to make an approach. Imagine that your plan has a deadline for a month only, but you follow up in the last 3 days and you got bad answer from your person. He or she say that actually I don't know what to do. I don't understand what you were directed before. Wow, 27 days are wasted already. And as financially, it is a big loss. As a team leader in practice management should always have commitment and discipline. Also, you must care about the goal achievement. Control what you have said, control what you have planned, control your team. Maybe sometimes need to educate your team. If you cannot educate, at least find solution together. Do not blame each other. Plan, organize, direct, and control. This four step is a management or a sequential step. You can go back to the previous step. It is possible. Nowadays, world is changing fast. You have to practice to synchronize the theory. Learning is a must, but practice is also a must. I think you already understand about the management. Next step, I want to discuss, I want to share about governance. Governance is the central of the enterprise, which align between business and the management. Nowadays, everything is related to IT, information technology. IT solves problem faster than manually. This governance layer is above the management layer. Governance looks more simple than management. Yes, it is right if you see the next figure. But the responsibility of governance actually is bigger than management itself. Governance needs to make sure about business needs. This needs is big, not a small one, because this is for the long term. The first step of the governance is about evaluation. This evaluate step needs to look at a lot of aspects, but not too detailed one. This is more to out of the box view. Evaluate whether this needs is just a final things or can be sustainable. The concrete of this evaluation step is different for each companies. So evaluate the needs in your style and base your experience. After that, go to direct. What are the difference between this direct one and the management direct one? Governance is held by the most important people in an organization who have one particular interest. That's why this direct is just a delegation of the needs. Can be say just a concept. But this concept later must be proceeded in the management step. Besides directing the needs or concept, one thing must be concerned is about how to control or measure. Measurement always available either in governance or management. This is the determinant of achieving a goal. This step, direct step, can be one way, as we say, as an order, or can be brainstorming then decide the best solution together. In industry or company, this direct step is addressed to director. Then the director is going to make a plan, organize, direct, and control in management concern. Governance cannot be proceeded anymore before the management step. So must be wait till the management steps finish. This management processes look different from my explanation about PODC because this figure is the management at IT side, but the basic concept is same. Okay, let us see a bit. Plan, APO. A is plan. I means align. Align the needs to the ability of the technology. B, plan, how to start the development, of course in IT concern. O is organize, what resources needed, can be more related to IT infrastructure. But the point is about planning. Second is BAI. BAI. B, just build the IT. A, acquire the product of the IT. IT is not only talk about the technology. Nowadays, IT is already a product. So you must see IT as a product. And I implement the product. As we know, world is changing fast. So not always IT is running smooth. It needs it needs some adjust during the implementation and the impact to the development, of course. The third is run, DSS, deliver. This means that the product already finished, then deliver it to the client. Service and support. This is more concerned to professional and responsibility. Do not ever money oriented. Yes, money is important, but support is more important because as a human, social human, we need each other one day. Supporting is an infestation. Whenever you already get a trust, you can be reference to others. And this is good for you for the future. The last one from the management is monitor, MEA. Monitor, this is clear, I think. Monitor what you plan, monitor what you build, monitor and what you run. E is evaluate. This is also a measurement step. You can improve better for the next if the results can be improved. A, assessment, more related to decision making due to the evaluate process. The boundary of this management then will be feedback to governance. That's why this is written that management feedback. This monitor is more to make sure that the final output of the management can support the business needs or not. So double monitor. Monitor for the management and monitor for the governance. The last monitor is created to make sure that what management do is sustainable. It's possible to create a value. Yes, of course, all of this is not eternity, but at least for the current situation is mature to fulfill the business needs. So, can we just focus on governance and ignore the management? Or can we just focus on the management and ignore the governance? One depends on the goal you are heading. Second, for the big things, furthermore that related to IT or corporate, management and governance are synergize each other. So, cannot separate each other, must be combined, must be synergized. One of the popular governance framework is COBIT. I will discuss about COBIT in another session. I'm Darwin. I hope my sharing today is useful for you. Thank you.